Hey everyone, welcome and thank you for listening to my next segment. Guys, today I want to talk to you about anticipating your next move. What do I mean on that? On cold calling, on marketing, on surplus funds? What do I mean by anticipating your next move? Well, you're making calls and you get a yes. What's going to happen with that yes? And you have to be ready. So when you call someone and you connect them on the phone, you don't know what you're going to get, and you have to be ready for 4 or 5 different moves. It's like a game of chess. Are they going to move here? Are you going to be able to move your queen? It goes back and forth. You have to be ready to answer it, and your answer may be something as simple as, okay, let me work on that, and I'll have something to you in the next couple of days. I said that this last Monday when I did my cold calling live. I had 3 yeses, and I had a yes just before I started the cold calling. Someone had called me back from a deal and had said yes. So I want to share with you a couple thoughts. Okay, so marketing that really works. First of all, you have to know your way. Now, what do I mean by that? You're dealing surplus funds on mortgage overages, you're doing tax overages, you're doing bankruptcies, you're doing state funds, whatever it is, you have to know your way and you have to be able to know how to get this under contract. And if you don't, you need to find out how before you start. And that might be emailing the state, that might be checking with one of us, getting in the group and asking, but you have to know the way that you're going to go. If it's a state fund, you have the state contracts, you have your company information in there, you're ready to go and fill out the forms and get them to your client. And knowing your way on your first deal, maybe emailing the state and saying, hey, is this correct? A lot of people have done that and have gotten great results. Or even check with the local counties that you're working. Some won't give you information, some will. It just depends. It goes back and forth. Okay, anticipating your next move. So I was on the phone with the guy, and his dad was deceased, and there's another name on the account, and this person's a ghost. I can't find them. There's one other person in the family that's verified that they knew of this person, but no one's been able to locate him. Don't know if he's deceased, if he's around. $40,000. So the guy says, well, I'd like to go forward, but what about this? Well, there's ways to split that account and get it and be able to get his half, which would be $20,000, which is a half of my commission, but I will take $2,000 all day long. Within an hour of hanging up the call, I had the guy the information on the account, how we can move forward, how we can help him, knowing that that would help him. He asked me on the call, are you legit? And I said, okay, great. I'm ready for that. I'm legit. Go to my website. I have a couple videos. I've had the privilege of handing a few people a check. When I send him the information, I also send him a link to my website, let him know that he can come and check me out. In fact, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I have a deal under contract right now where the guy said, I thought you were fraud, but I decided to look at your website and I was blown away. And guys, I really don't have that much of a professional website, but it's a landing page that people can go on to that can look at and verify that people have been paid for funds. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I have it and I've developed it. You have to anticipate your move. What if it's a probate? What if it's someone who has power of attorney over someone who's not well? And sometimes I'll say, yeah, we can work on that. I will have to set up some additional paperwork. It'll take me a couple days to go ahead and get that set up. If you're willing to, I'd really like you to work with us. Usually that works fine. Meanwhile, when I hang up the phone, I send them a copy of the state fund, what it looks like, or the mortgage overages. I send them a copy of the name and everything on there and just say, hey, looking forward to working with you, just so I make that sort of connection, because knowing the next moves, that's the first move. I'm winning their trust. Speaking of winning their trust, so the higher the level of speed, the higher level of trust your client's going to have with you. Meaning I try to have them something within a couple hours of hanging up the phone. I email them, I CC the person, I say, hey, here's what we're looking at. Here's what we're going to be sending you. Here's a copy of the deal. Looking forward to working with you. That establishes trust, and it's very fast. The faster you are, the better level of trust you have. So let's go and bring this together. Like I said, it might be a probate. It might be a state fund. It might be a sibling. It might be a power of attorney. You have to know how to be able to work the deal in a very fast, speedy way to get it to your client, to be able to earn their trust and get the deal. When someone says yes, I always say it's like taking meat off the hot grill. It's great. It's nice. It's tasty. It's very hot. It's the best, but it's getting colder by the second. And the longer you leave it and wait for it, the colder it gets, and it's just not going to be appealing. I hope this helps. Speed. So the whole thing is knowing your next moves and speed. I hope you get those two things out of this video. Let me know what you think. I'll be doing more videos as we come together, and thank you for your time.